Hi, welcome to Gays Planet, where two boyfriends congregate about all things K-pop. I'm Miles.
I'm Andy.
And we're back 1 month later, April. Again, this is the Harper's Bazaar of K-pop journalism, or we are, and we are just going over the month, what we liked, what we didn't, what we saw with our eyes.
Yeah, we did some on-the-ground reporting.
We honestly did.
We dove into...
Wink! So for our first segment, Gay Watch, we went to the IVE Show What I Have, and I'm putting my manicured fingers on my collarbone while I say this because I feel like that's all IVE does. Show What I Have concert. And I'm staring at Andy because I feel like Andy is full of opinions on this concert.
Did you like our concert dive?
Okay, but that's
Blank face.
That's every K-pop concert, though. Every K-pop concert.
No, theirs was a little more.
Card was like, when we saw Card, and they were like, Chicago, how are we doing? Chicago, yeah, like a million times Card.
Well, that's different than, did you like it?
Dive, are you satisfied? Chicago Dive.
Like, it didn't matter if we did or didn't like it because they were just, it was beyond scripted.
And yes, they had teleprompters.
The only person who ever broke character was Ray.
Our queen.
Yeah,
My bias in IVE, Ray.
Yeah, I love her. She adds the flavor to IVE that they desperately need. My opinion of IVE is amazing music.
So many songs. So much good music.
All their B-sides are great. Their music videos, fun. Their dances, passable. Doable by us.
Yeah, the dance is simple. Their color scheme, black and white.
Yeah, and I was like, I really want to go to this concert and be convinced to care about, the members. And I do not think that was achieved.
No.
They're just a little soulless.
It's funny when you see K-pop in concert because they can't smoke in mirrors anymore. Like when you see, when I first saw Card, Big Matthew is just when you see them live, I know because he's the tallest, but he's an amazing dancer and you just want to watch him the whole time. That's to me what Card is. I've seen them twice now and it's but when they're on TV, other members might look better through a camera, they can kind of smoke a mirror. So it's the same with IVE, where Eugene, formerly of IZ*ONE, is fucking Beyonce on the stage. She's the best dancer and the best singer, probably the best rapper.
Yeah, she was
destroying.
A professional, and it made the other girls look amateurish a little bit. I was afraid that it was going to be the Wonyoung's show because she speaks English.
Yeah.
But really, yeah, she was a side character at the show. My favorite thing about IVE is that they have the two rappers are allowed to do other things.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when we watch things, the rappers get 2 lines, and sometimes Ray is singing the third chorus.
See, I'm the opposite, where I think that K-pop over time, the rap role has become less important and less cemented. Chaeyoung from Twice might rap or she might not. We're kind of in, to me, of that era, where I liked the original second gen model, where it's no, Yubin from Wonder Girls is only rapping, and that's what they wheel her to the front to do is drop the bomb rap
and then wheel her to the back.
And then wheel her to the back. Although Yubin was also the best dancer.
언제나 어디서나 날 따라다니는 이 스포트라이트 어딜 가나 쫓아오지 식당 길거리 카페 나이트 도대체 얼마나 날 들어야 이놈의 인기는 시끄러들지 원 섹션에 누는 고소형 아름다운 내 탈은 좀 하지 원 어쩌면 좋아.
Well,
I like that strict rapper role, but they don't have
they
that
just
kind
don't
of rapper in IVE or a lot of these
and
groups
they're not giving groups enough of the rap.
I don't think they're casting for rappers. Even when we watch Girls Planet or Produce 48, all the girls that actually can rap always get eliminated.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
They're just not even casting for rappers anymore, except in a group we'll talk about later. Yeah, I thought you had some really smart this is what I would improve things.
Oh, yeah. Okay. My take on the concert was, well, first of all, stop talking so much.
But okay,
I'm sorry, but
that's every K-pop concert because the part of the K-pop experience is the relationship with the fans. So unfortunately, Card, Dreamcatcher,
No,
IVE,
but when we watched Stacy, they
still talked a lot.
They talked a lot, but they had a variety show. They had done a fake variety show, and we just watched a segment of that, and I was like, I would rather watch this
I forgot about that.
than have them banter with the crowd and talk about hot dogs and Chicago style pizza.
Yeah, guys, if you see a K-pop concert in Chicago, they will talk to you about hot dogs and pizza. And Dreamcatcher will talk to you about the Nutella store.
Yeah.
Literally. And I'm when I saw Aqua and S Club 7, I saw them this year, Scandinavian and British group. I'm oh my God, yes, they're not fucking talking. They're just song, song, song.
It could have been tighter, just...
It always can with
And of our perennial complaint, put something else on the stage. It was a completely bare stage, and I'm like, you could just have clear beach balls that look like bubbles and have 25 of those, and it would have transformed the experience.
Yeah, I mean, the coolest part of the concert for me is when they actually had props. Like, there was like two numbers.
Umbrellas,
There's two, or they did umbrella numbers, and then they did like this kind of more horror thing where they did like "Are You Satisfied" and some other song, and then they had like "Vanity" that like One Young wrote in lipstick on the mirror, Drag Race style, and they had
a fog machine.
Like,
just
I was like,
have
okay,
the fog machine
yes,
running
like,
24/7.
It doesn't need to feel like fully like Queendom, like a show like that, but it could feel like half like Queendom. Like, it doesn't need to be full Katy Perry, but it could be 1/5 Katy Perry.
Cheap. You could just put like crap on the stage. It doesn't even matter. Just fill the
Go
stage.
to Home Goods.
Have just fake clouds made out of like plywood. Like truly anything just to tighten it. Or give your backup dancers.
Oh yeah.
Have each of the backup dancers have a solo while you're like changing your.
The backup dancers were amazing at IVE.
Oh yeah, IVE subreddit was just like, who is this backup dancer? The blonde one. We're obsessed.
Yeah.
And then someone is like, after every concert, someone is posting, who is the blonde backup dancer? We're obsessed.
Can they do like Korea should do a show where they take backup dancers and make them a group, like a temporary group or something, and they're finding these like diamond in the rough like singers and Street Fighter Woman, make a group, like do something. We didn't watch the show, but.
Nor do we know the concept of it.
Yeah.
Maybe they did that.
La Chica, I'm just going to say that. But our next segment, the meat of this episode, we're going to go to Comeback Corner.
It's a busy year.
Yeah, it is.
It's just
There's a lot happening.
Plump.
A lot of new in March, but I feel like we only wrote down, like, we're only going to talk about our two that really stood out. Like, Andy has a highlight and I have a highlight. I mean, we both like these songs, but Young Posse.
Of Macaroni and Cheese fame.
Macaroni and Cheese fame released XXL, which I'm going to cut in right now just to get you hyped. I don't even like want to talk about XXL as much as I want to talk about their like the amazing marketing scheme that is Young Posse. Like, if you just think about it, they debuted with Macaroni and Cheese, like something so different. Also, they're a complete hip hop group. Like, they are just a group of essentially 5 rappers. That's their concept. Yeah. They released Macaroni and Cheese, which is an insane song with an insane CGI music video. But that was like the hook, right? Like, we were like, oh, what is this like funny meme thing? And then they come back and do another CGI video. And to both of their videos, they released the no CGI version, so you can watch them like running around on a green screen.
That's it's the music so funny.
Video. It's so funny, and they've done that twice. So then they released this XXL, which is like a little bit more. It's not like a meme as much of Macaroni and Cheese, and it comes with this album that's really like the album is really good. I downloaded it. We kind of want to buy the physical, but I feel like they hooked us with the meme, and then they came back with this like great song and fantastic album.
Great stage presence.
Great. And yeah, their stage presence is amazing. Their choreography is amazing. Their wardrobe is half amazing, half horrifying. They're all wearing like grills and like bucket hats and like it's crazy, but it's fun.
Refreshing.
In this era of like my group's concept is like we're wearing skirts. It's like this.
My group's concept is like sunshine coming through my bedroom window and I'm like dancing before school.
Yeah, whatever. Like Young Posse's like it's cutting through all of it.
And they're making fun of themselves. Yeah. Because like at the end...
Spoiler alert, at the end of the XXL video.
They think that fans are taking a picture of them, and then they realize that there's actually a pretty girl group dancing behind them, and the fans are there for those girls.
Or like, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Do it XXL. And then on the flip side, 5 little babies put on...
Doe-eyed babies.
Doe-eyed babies. We're on a show we didn't watch, and that's ILLIT.
They put on their frilly dresses and took down their hair and said, let's dance in a bedroom.
Maggie, so that's ILLIT, which is from Are You Next, released their debut, which is Magnetic, from the Super Real Me album, which is also a good album.
I loved it. Listen to
it's
the
9
gym
minutes long.
today.
It's 9 minutes long. So, okay, Andy... Magnetic has you written all over it, but why? Like,
it's like cram jam stuffed with hooks.
This time I want you, like it's magnetic. Super equilibrium, like it's magnetic.
Okay, you're missing the D word.
Do.
No, it's a ditty.
Oh, it's a ditty.
Andy loves like what we both think of as like a ditty, like "Talk and Talk" by Promise 9, where they're like do 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 do.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
a ditty, like just like this silly,
endlessly like
little
repeatable, like
chirpy.
I looked up that this song is
The genre?
Yeah.
Plug and B.
Plug and B, yeah.
Yeah. Because people were like, this is just New Jeans, and other people are like, no, New Jeans is Jersey Club, and this is Plug and B. I don't know. Yeah, it's funny. Like we didn't watch Are You Next, and I remember like
We watched clips of them
watched some
dancing,
clips.
but we had no access to it.
I enjoyed Cutie from Kara, like dead facing all the performances, like everyone going crazy and her knowing that like these were not good. And then the girls just looked like girls that came out of the group. I was like, I don't know, they look kind of boring, but then this song, I'm like, okay, no, this is good. Like they know what they're doing with them. It's not, they have a point of view.
Yeah. And it was apparent through the whole album. Like the whole album is like digestible, like
Yeah, and the choreography.
oh yeah, the choreography.
It's the same with both Young Posse and ILLIT. Their name's insane, guys. They're both, the choreography to both these songs is really fun. We're trying to do that stupid hand move.
Oh, it has good lyrics.
It's
And
all
they-
like magnet.
It's like,
themed.
yeah, it's called Magnetic, and they like really are leaning into it. And the dance moves are like leaning into it, and they talk about chemistry, and like, I just really liked that.
Yeah.
Because some of these songs are just like,
Okay,
da 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 da, love you, love this, you're a shining girl, like a roller coaster. And then you're just like, where is this like roller coaster metaphor coming through?
Yeah.
But this is like throughout the whole song.
There's a thread.
Yeah, there's a thread of magnets. But this is like actual thoughts and sentences
Yeah.
and metaphors.
They don't need to have the YouTube description that's like 5 paragraphs long with the lore. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know who that's for.
Did Laura go away?
I hope. I think it did, right? Because groups like BTS had lore at one point, and Luna had lore, and like,
To me, Luna is the ultimate lore.
and I was always just as a fan, I'm like, I don't need it. Also, it's bad writing, and it doesn't make sense. The point is to confuse fans and make them come up with fan theories. Like, what are we doing?
And now on to our next one,
Okay, so this
which is
one-
the flip side of what we
Yeah.
just talked about.
Yeah, so Eunice had their debut on my brother's birthday. They came out of the show that we talked about last month, which was,
Universe Ticket.
wow, Universe Ticket. And their debut is bad. It's called Superwoman.
I don't think it's bad. I think it makes no impact.
Well, that's almost like worse than being bad.
No, but it's not like something I would turn off.
No, because I wouldn't even notice it was on.
I know. I'm like, it would be, if I was making a 12-hour playlist, you would put it on there.
It's just...
But if I'm about to like go on a run or have a party, like there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's flat. I mean, their song's called Superwoman. There's a little bit of a high note like at the end, but it's buried. Like there's just no vocally, like it doesn't, it's like a 5-note range for the whole song. Like it just doesn't go anywhere. There's no hook, and a pop music needs a hook.
Just reminds me of like when you eat a gas station donut and you're like, this looks like it's gonna be really good, and then you bite into it and you're like, this is not worth eating.
Well, because the styling, like the video looks good, everything looks good.
They have great singers,
And they're like
not
selling the shit
allowed
out
to
of,
sing.
Yeah, they have fantastic singers because we watch them on the show, but like they're selling the shit out of this just like nothing. And then on the album, the album has like other, like some new songs and then songs from the show, and they did this song on the show called Dopamine.
Oh, so much better.
So good. And they have a live performance. They have like a performance of Dopamine, and I'm like, just do this. Like,
Yeah, Dopamine has flavor and would have been like
Drive.
truly made a splash because it's just like so different than what's happening now.
Great
But
song,
Superwoman, I listened to like 11 times and I still could not remember what any hook was.
I turn my Superwoman on when I wanna, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm my own Superwoman.
It's kind of like last month when we talked about the Twice song and I was like, I like it, but it's not hooky enough that I even could tell you how it goes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're like,
Wait, is it- Oh, yeah.
like that's,
Oh, wait, no, that's...
baby,
babe,
don't sing no.
Babe. Or no, dash, 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 dash. Something like that.
It doesn't even matter. It's in there.
Oh, yeah, it's in there and I was just singing it at the gym all day.
Yeah.
We could also briefly mention Baby Monster came out.
There's nothing to say.
Diet Blackpink came out.
There's nothing to say. I mean, Baby Monster, it wasn't even their debut. They already debuted with Batter Up. And now they've come back with Ayan added. We watched the little like show that made Baby Monster. It was a very quick show. It's literally like, what, an hour and a half to watch the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. It was very quick. So we kind of know them, but we also know YG, and like we know that there's no new ideas.
It's becoming like so watered down that it doesn't make sense anymore. Like when I was listening to Sheesh, it's like 2/3 of a song and then another song tacked on, and you think it's gonna return to the sheesh part, and it doesn't. And I was like, stopped my run to be like, am I listening to a remixed version of this? Am I like listening to the wrong version?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that label is making music to be played in an arena before a sports game, and this song is not accomplishing that.
No, and YG used to be, back in the day, they were like the hip-hop leaning label, but I guess that's Young Posse at DSP Entertainment now. So, our next segment is called On My Gaydar. Gays are obsessed with On My Radar by Britney Spears. Like, in a way that...
That's so good, though.
Like, they are like, it is the lost Britney Spears
I know. Well, because
song.
it feels like it's for us, because it's not... I don't know if it's a single.
It's not a single.
Like, the straights haven't found it yet.
No, they don't. They're not looking for
We have
it.
we have this precious thing to ourselves.
We're not even Britney fans, guys, but I feel like it's beyond that. Gay men who aren't even Britney fans are, like, on my radar. But on my gaydar, on our gaydar, Artemis is ramping up. We watched the Artemis pre-release called Birth. I'm excited. Basically, I always thought as like somebody that was a huge fan of Luna pre-debut, and then pre-debut was like, oh no, they're adding too many girls. Like, I don't want.
You're like, stop.
Stop. I was like, stop after Kim Lip. Like, stop. When they eventually added 12, and then Jaden Jung, their artistic director, left, and then they just became like this weird girl crush group. Like, it all just went downhill. It's exciting to see, like, the key 5 Luna members / I would trade Hustle for Olivia High, but are in a group. Artemis, great name, cool spelling of the name, and a cool teaser that came out called Birth, which is, like, art, and there's, like, a glowing, towering woman, and one of them is, like, I could gather ex-boyfriends. Like, it was just, like, weird and horror and cool, so it's exciting to see, like, something that I've been waiting for like 7 years, honestly, like, happening. And then on the flip side of that, something that we only discovered was happening today, Island 2 is coming as a show and released their, like, signal song, which is Final Love Song, which is just the song, the final countdown from the 80s by Europe, but K-popified, yassified, honestly. And Rosé sings on it, and it's amazing.
It's a final love song. It's a final love song.
I just thought it was weird that in the promo, they're lip syncing to Rosé singing it. I thought that was very weird. I don't know if I've seen that.
It was weird because then it like sets it up as a duet, because either Rosé singing or like they're singing with like that group voice they do in signal songs. You don't really know who the other voice is. It's just kind of supposed to be like all the girls. So I'm like, this is just like strange, but worth watching.
An amazing set.
Yes, a set we wish we'd seen at IVE.
Yeah.
A girl stops and ties her shoe in the middle of the song, and it's part of it.
What more do you need?
So that's our show. We are Young Posse stans, and I guess we are ILLITs, or whatever ILLITs fans are called.
And we're X-Lids, which is XXL lids.
Available at Lids, the hat store. ILLITs fans should be called Violets, because then people will know how to pronounce the name.
Okay, Planeteers, did you like our podcast so far?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because the script says to keep going.
So this last segment is Lost and Found. This is where we just touch on a lost K-pop song, maybe from a long time ago, maybe from this year, that just didn't appear at the IVE concert. So, Andy, what is the song?
It's IVE's Pepsi commercial song, I Want, and it's amazing.
Is this a top IVE song for you?
It's definitely in the top.
Yeah, so we're going to go out on I Want. IVE is so confusing because it's like, I have, I show what I have, I want. Like, it's so hard to remember these names.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't remember what the name of the Pepsi song was forever and ever. And then it would come up in, like, the shuffled IVE, and I'd be like, have to write this down, have to remember this.
Yeah, so that's our show. You can follow us on Instagram at Gays Planet Pod, and this is IVE, I Want. Bye! Bye, Dig.
Fighting.